today's video, I'm going to go through a mini tour of all of my baby shower prep so that you guys can see what I've been working on. My apologies for not doing a video last week. Things have been extremely hectic to say the least. I got a new position within the company that I work for, so interviewing and just all of that, along with some mental health issues, I really needed to take the week off, so I hope that you guys understand. I will say that being pregnant is by far just the happiest moment of my life, and obviously moments because it lasts kind of a long time, but it's a little bittersweet because I deal with seasonal affective disorder, and that has taken a huge toll on me as the weather has shifted. I live in Wisconsin. If anybody here watches my channel, you know that I live here because I constantly talk about the weather, but you know, it's getting darker much sooner, and I've just been really struggling and having a very difficult time being motivated. Obviously, being pregnant, having less energy than normal. If you watched my last video, I talked about how the fatigue is kind of already setting back in, and I was really looking forward to having a full second trimester of a high burst of energy like everybody talks about, and that just hasn't happened. And part of it might be my seasonal affective disorder. So I apologize for not being here last week. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. So I apologize in advance. I just got off of work and I realized I look pretty rough, but I wanted to come in today and show you some of the work that I've been doing around my baby shower preparation. The shower is in a couple of weeks and I'm just now kind of getting into the swing of things. I have been having quite a bit of fatigue lately, and that's been kind of hindering my progress. So in today's video, I'm actually doing some floral arrangements. Now this is just like a super rough draft. I was in the store and actually did kind of like put some of the floral together. So this is 2 pieces. What I'm gonna actually do now is actually go in and cut it, really space things properly. I've got some forest moss, I've got some cute sparkly greenery, I've got some additional vases that I found at the Dollar Tree, and then I've also got just some really cheap Dollar Tree roses that I just sort of spread throughout some of the higher quality flowers. It has been very hard to find spring floral in October, so I've been doing my best. I didn't feel like this was a bright enough pop of color for what I was looking for, so I think that this will work fine once I have all of the accents in. And then I've also got these really beautiful like sprays that I'm going to be adding as well, and they're kind of tangled. But I really think that this is gonna add that touch of luxury that I'm looking for and bring in the gold. Really beautiful. These were from Hobby Lobby, so excited for that. My cat seems to be really intent on getting her paws on them. These are gonna look beautiful, and there's 2 stems in here, so I'll be able to separate them. And they were $3.99 a piece, but I got a sale for 50% off, so I think it will make a really big impact for the money. So those are just gonna kind of get spread throughout here. And then I should be down to the last step, which is really fancy. So I actually got some different colored tulle, and I planned on actually wrapping the bouquets in this before they go in the vase. So we'll see how it goes. I did sort of manipulate and play with it at the store, but I haven't seen it all together, so you guys will actually be kind of live right in that journey. And I'll just show you guys kind of what I come up with. I'm gonna be doing 5 of these total. I'm gonna go ahead, I've got a fabric scissors here. I've also got my wire cutter for my floral, so I've got that. That's imperative if you don't want to damage your scissors. And I think that's about it. So without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and start kind of arranging everything, and then I'll come back and show you the finished product, and then maybe a few other things that I'm working on to get prepared for the shower. Okay, so I got the one done, and I will say it was a very rough draft. I should have picked up some floral tape because I wanted to keep the stems grouped together on the larger bunches, and just bending them is not really the best idea, and I had to kind of work with what I had. But this is what I came up with, so you can kind of see. You've got the pretty sprays with the crystals. You've got some of the greenery that's got a little bit of glitter, but then you've got the greenery that almost looks a little bit like fall. And then you've got the like soft, almost like creamy blush roses, and then you've got the brighter pink, and then the little tulle kind of skirt. And then you've got the moss. So the bottom of the jar is moss. Now, the second, third, fourth, fifth, they're probably gonna be better. I may even hold off to get some tape just because I think it would have ran a little bit smoother, but I'm overall really, really pleased with the way that this is gonna look. They're going on small tables, so they're 4-seater tables, so not anything like really big or extravagant where I need to worry about having a larger centerpiece. And then next to it, there are going to be just 2 little small gold votives with LED tea lights so that I don't have to worry about a fire hazard with the tulle. But I'm really excited. I like how it turned out. I didn't love the process. I am full of glitter, like literally everywhere. I'm gonna have to do some massive vacuuming. The moss is obviously making a big mess, but it's really, really pretty. So I'm very pleased. I initially thought I might do some glue. I'm glad that I didn't go that route because I did a lot of manipulating as I was going along, and I didn't want that permanence. So let me know in the comments what you guys think. But this is one of the projects that I'm working on for my shower. Other things that I'm kind of doing are some bow tie napkins, which I can show you. I am working on a candy bar. So I've got like an assortment of different apothecary jars that I'm gonna have some candy in. I've got a mimosa bar. So really, really excited. There is a lot going on in my house, and that is why I look like this, because I just literally get off work and I start doing baby shower prep and then sleep, repeat. So without further ado, I'm just going to do a quick tour of kind of the things that I've got going on. I wanted to give you sort of a preview, and then I'm definitely going to come back in and do that reveal because I want you guys to see the shower and how everything turns out. But I also know that a lot of people like to watch that kind of behind the scenes look at things. So to start off, I've got some things here that I just kind of wanted to show you. So something that I picked up, this is actually from Hobby Lobby. So I've got a super cute guest book, and this was actually the His and Hers collection from Hobby Lobby. It was designed to be a wedding guest book, but there's nothing in here that indicates that it's a wedding guest book. It just says like date, place, and time, and then name and address. So I thought that it was perfect. I've got like a pretty gold sort of like gel pen that people can write their names and addresses so that I can make sure to send out thank you cards and have that as a memory. Also from Hobby Lobby, I picked up this super cute, it's a wooden kind of sign. It says mommy to be. It originally came with just like a white ribbon, and I wasn't a fan of it, so I actually got like a soft, like a powder pink and a glitter ribbon and put that on instead. These are supposed to hang from a chair, but where I'm gonna be seated at my shower, I don't have a chair with that kind of back. So I'll probably just find a cute place to hang it, like on the wall or a mantle or somewhere nearby where it can be displayed. But I just thought that was super cute. A lot of this stuff I got like 50% off. They have really good sales if you just watch their ads. So I didn't spend a lot on any of the products that I'm showing you. The next thing is these cute little like hand-blown glass. I believe it's called Mercury Glass. And there is a pack of 12, and these were like 10 bucks. So Mercury Glass in gold, and I have some LED tea lights coming from Amazon that I'm gonna put in here that actually flicker. So that'll be really, really cute, and it won't be a fire hazard, which is good. Next from Hobby Lobby, I got these cute signs, and I'm not like a real rusticy, like I don't know, I'm not a big fan of kind of like the wood and like the chalkboard signs, but I did do a little bit of that this time because the way that I'm gonna incorporate it I think will look really, really cute. But this is a guest book sign and then a cards and gift sign. I'll have separate tables so that obviously when you walk in, there's going to be this sign with the guest book next to it. And in a minute I can show you what else, but I've got like this huge framed game. It's actually the clothespin game where you put a clothespin on and if somebody says baby, they lose their clothespin to the person who heard them, and the person at the end that has the most clothespins wins. So I have like this really cute sign that I made framed in a pretty gold frame, and I'm gonna have a bowl of the little, they're like mini clothespins, and then the guest book sign and the guest book, and that's gonna be on like a pretty sequin tablecloth. So I'm really excited. I think it's gonna turn out really, really great. And then for the cards and gifts table, that's also gonna have a sequin tablecloth, this sign, and it's full of balloons right now, but I picked up on Facebook Marketplace this super cute, it actually kind of reminds me of a terrarium, but it's this like really pretty box. So it doesn't have a card slot, which I actually appreciate about it because I plan to use this for baby keepsakes after I'm done with the party. I really, really liked how it looked. The aesthetic was cute and I got a really good deal. But this is actually going to be for all of the cards that I receive, and that will be next to the card sign. And then I'm gonna have some gift bags with tissue paper staged so that people know that's where the gifts go. So I'm really excited for that. Next up, my aunt came over the other day and she made these super cute, and I've seen these on other YouTube videos and Pinterest and stuff, but these cute little bow tie, and I'm gonna call them hair bow napkins, and they're totally usable. All it is literally a square napkin that I got at Dollar Tree. I bought 4 packs, and then a matching ribbon with double-sided tape. So I don't know if you can see, you can very, very slightly see like there's a little overlap there. So this is the front, and you can set that on a place setting. I'm gonna probably just have them in like a cute little pile next to the cutlery that I have. So I'm just really blown away at how easy these are, how inexpensive they are, and they make a really big impact instead of just having a bunch of square napkins on the table. So I just thought it was super cute to have like a little hair bow napkin. So I am in love with those, and I appreciate all of her help because it took probably, I don't know, an hour, hour and a half to do a full box of them, and her work does not go unnoticed. Then we've got a couple of the tablecloths. I don't have everything yet. I'm waiting for 2 of the tablecloths to arrive, but this is the gold sequin, and it's sort of hard to see, but I don't wanna take it out of the bag because I do know that there's going to be some loose sequins. It is a bright gold, it's not a champagne, and this was from Amazon. I'll link that in the description below. There are different sizes. I'll put it in the description below, but it was only like $20, and I did get more than one of them because I have multiple tables. And then on the gold tablecloths, I have this really super cute fuchsia sequin runner that I'm gonna be using on my candy and dessert table. And this I think is super cute, and it sort of has like a Kate Spade vibe. This is actually going to go on a fuchsia table, and it's just like a regular cotton. It's really heavyweight, also from Amazon, and that's a runner in black and white striped. So I just think that's gonna add a lot of character. When you see what the space is really gonna look like and kind of my vision, you'll understand. But I wanted it to have like a real Kate Spade, whimsical, like high-end feel on maybe not so high-end budget. I did spend more than I had anticipated, but I am totally pleased with what I've done so far. So I'm really excited to give that like reveal and let you guys see it. We aren't doing our baby shower in any kind of like banquet hall or anything, and it's not formal. It's a very informal space. So we are stuck with their wall decor and their color scheme and all of that. We have a lot of limitations when it comes to changing things, but the things that we do are going to make a pretty big impact. So I'm excited. I didn't want to invest or spend that extra money on a banquet hall just because rental fees are so expensive, and you know, I'm not doing any professional catering. A friend of mine is helping out with that. So I just wanted to try to keep things on a budget, because anything that we don't get for gifts, I still have to try to buy for baby. So I wanted to be mindful of the fact that with a lot of my guests being virtual, some people not showing up due to the pandemic, I have no idea what our turnout is really going to be. I'm still waiting on the RSVPs, and it is a real struggle because I have no idea what to prepare for in terms of body count, but I would imagine it's going to be a pretty intimate family event, close friends. It's going to be intimate, and so because of that, I didn't want to go totally overboard and, you know, rent a space and do all that stuff, because I have no idea what the next couple of weeks hold and how people are going to feel and if they'll feel comfortable being in person. I'm a little hesitant and nervous about having an in-person event. It's the first time that I will be around that volume of people, even if it's intimate. That's a lot for me. So, you know, I have to protect the baby and I have to keep things safe for everyone. I don't want to have any kind of event that would put anybody in jeopardy. So we're going to take the utmost care. There are COVID-19 protocols on my invitation inserts so that people know what to expect and what their obligations are to keeping our event safe. So lot to think about for any aspiring mamas out there, or any people out there that maybe aren't this far along and have not yet even considered their baby shower. It's very difficult because in the summertime, you know, you can do a drive-by and you can sit outside, or if you're in a warmer climate, you may have year-round pleasant weather. But if you live like I do in the Midwest, it's challenging because I can't really do that. Like, I can't sit outside in a driveway at a tent and, you know, wave and take gifts from people. It's not feasible. So I've taken a lot of care and consideration to, you know, being able to celebrate my baby girl's life and to provide the things for her that she is going to need and that I'm going to need for her without compromising, you know, the safety and the health of the people that I love. So not to dive too deep into that, that's super depressing, but it is a real thing. It's a factor I have to consider, and it's something that I've taken a great deal of care and consideration into, you know, the planning. I'm going to take you around the house now, and I apologize. My house literally looks like a party store right now, so don't judge. I'm gonna kind of take you through and just sort of show you little bits and pieces of what I'm working on beyond what I've showed you just now, and then I'll wrap things up and I'll see you in another week for another video, and then in a couple weeks you'll actually get to see the final reveal. So if you are new to my channel and you're interested in seeing that reveal, I definitely encourage you to hit that subscribe button. I do a lot of product reviews. I am obviously doing a lot of baby updates, pregnancy symptoms, kind of letting you know what my journey's been like. But in general, I love beauty, all things like skincare, hair care. I get into a little bit of makeup. I anticipate doing a lot of reviews on baby products and things I wish I hadn't purchased or had purchased. So if that's something you're interested in, definitely make sure to hit that subscribe button. And just so that you get notified of that baby shower video, make sure that you also hit the notification bell too, so that you can get alerts to the latest and greatest from me. Let's go ahead and take a look at everything else that I am working on, and then I'll let you guys get back to your day. Okay, so this is that sign that I talked to you about with the clothespin. So it's relatively large in scale, and it's just going to be sitting on that like entryway table. And it just says, "Don't say baby. Grab a clothespin and attach it tight. Try not to say baby with all of your might. If you hear someone say baby, grab their pin. In the end, the person with the most pins win." So I'll have like a cute prize. I haven't really figured out what that's going to be just yet. And then these are the little clothespins. I wanted to find some in gold, and I probably would have been able to if I tried harder, but these were super cheap at like the dollar store, so they'll do the job. You'll see like a lot of little like filler This was in case I didn't have enough candy to go in all of the apothecary and hurricane jars that I have. So that's what that is. And that's actually back from Easter. I've got some different colored tulle here that I have yet to find a real purpose for. And then that is the box there of Don't Mind My Slippers. But that's the box of all of the bows. I've got some like random floral scatter that I've got some plans for, so you kind of get an idea. We've got some table scatter, so there's like some diamonds in there, and then there's also like little itty bitty pacifiers in pink. So we got that. I am working on a couple of like arts and crafts projects with some of this ribbon and some of this trim. So you'll kind of get to see what that looks like in the end, but that is going to be a project that I'll be doing this week. Got some cupcake holders. Those are actually for chocolate covered strawberries so that they're individually kind of sitting on a little pan, or like I've got like these doilies. A lot of this stuff is from like the Dollar Tree, Hobby Lobby, couple items from Walmart, sort of a mishmash, but if I can link things, I definitely will. This was moss that I actually used in the floral displays. If you saw that clip, this was a pain in the butt for reals. And then I've also got all of the games. So I've got some thank you cards, and then I actually made all of these on Canva. So I have some various game cards. I've got like a candy game, a baby prediction game, mommy or daddy, what's in your purse. That's obviously an infamous game for any type of shower. Everything's fallen. This is going to be just a nice lotion that I have in the bathroom. I also got a hand soap that has like a rose scent. I got all kind of stuff on the floor here. I'm running out of space, but the little steamer there, so right there, that's actually going to be for the backdrop that I've got. So that's why that's there. And then just a pile of just a lot of things. So something that I'm doing is a balloon garland, and it was recommended that I get a balloon pump because otherwise I might die. I've got probably like 160 balloons that I have to fill. And this is a double pump I got on Amazon. I did test it out to make sure it's working properly before the event. I've got some gold-rimmed plastic cups. I will reveal those at the actual party. And then these are actually for the cupcakes that I'm doing. And then there will be a sticker kind of right here that has information about my baby shower on it. I don't have those to show you yet. They're still en route. Some cute paper drinking straws because the environment is important, but I realize that some people like straws and they're cute. And then kind of up here, I've got the floral arrangements. So you can see that I have one that isn't finished yet. I realized I'm absent-minded. I realized that I was missing one of the stems that I needed. So I didn't finish that one yet, but the others are completed. And I think they turned out really, really good. Here, I can show you this one. So I love how this turned out. And what's nice is that I can disassemble just about any part of this and do just about anything that I want with it. But I think it's really, really pretty. I am extremely impressed with how well it turned out, and the entire arrangement, including the vase, the moss, the tulle, all the floral, and the crystal sprays, ended up being less than $12 per centerpiece. So I think that that really is a great deal. I would not have been able to do that if I would have just ordered online. So again, you kind of see what I've got going on here. The next thing is I've got these boxes, and I think everyone has seen these before. They're just literally like cardboard and like plastic. And they do open up at the top, so they will be stuffed with some really cute balloons. But right now, they are just assembled and ready to get balloons put in for the day of. I only have an hour to do my entire setup, so I have to have as many things done before I leave the house that day as humanly possible. I've also got this backdrop. Yeah, my house is really a joke right now, but I've got this backdrop and it is actually like, you know, the faux leaves. Don't mind the wrinkles, I haven't pressed it yet. And then this isn't real glitter, but it does look really nice. Very, very classy looking. It will look even better when it's pressed or steamed out. And then holding it up, I've actually got a backdrop stand and it comes with sandbags. And I actually literally went to the beach today and got sand and put it in Ziploc bags to weight it down. And it's got that on both sides. So that kind of keeps it really sturdy so it's not going anywhere. And then it comes with 4 of these clips. So you can see that I've got them on there. None of that is going to show when I actually have the balloon garland up. So these are gonna be totally hidden. The balloon garland is gonna go over the top and down the sides. And then I'm gonna have a really super cute candy and dessert table that's gonna happen right below where it says, "Oh baby." And let's go to the kitchen so I can show you some of what I've been working on with that. Again, please don't judge my house. I am a busy girl, but OMG, how cute is this cupcake Ferris wheel? Like, I can't even. And I was so happy because I ordered it. It was on Amazon. I'll link it. My girlfriend who is helping to plan the shower with me, actually, she sent me the money with Apple Pay cash. So I was just like so floored because I thought I was going to pay for it myself and she actually got it for me. So I thought that that was a really, really sweet gesture. Thank you, Mimi. I so much appreciate it. I would have gladly bought it myself, but I just think it is so divine. It's going to look so cute. I've got really adorable cupcakes that I ordered from a local place called Zomazing Cakes. It's actually a younger girl. It's a family-owned business, and she is amazing. She's been on our news, so I'm really excited, but they're going to be rose, and there's going to be multiple colors. And then all the candy. So I don't quite have the jars all set up yet. I've still got some of the loose candy that isn't wrapped, and I have not unpackaged that yet. I want to keep it fresh and keep it germ-free until the day of. But I've got some cute buttermints. I can't remember what these are, but they're like some kind of like marshmallowy candy. Got some Lindt milk chocolate truffles, some different flavor Dum Dum suckers. We've got some different flavors of the rock candy. So those are really cute. And those are all going to be packaged individually. I did that for safety. I wanted to have as very little of this as possible. And I will have like tongs that you'll be able to pull this stuff out. I didn't want to do scoops. I decided on tongs because it's more of like gummy stuff, and I thought that the scoops would be a little harder. So I've got that, and then we've got some other different pralines and truffles in these 2 jars. The one in the back here is still empty. I've got gumballs coming, and I'm still thinking I might do Hershey's Kisses, but I'm not really certain. And then another candy that was on my mind was like the Starburst Favorites, but you can kind of see the pink theme. And then I've got these little like kind of favor bags and also the plastic kind, and they have sort of like a lace print, if you can see that, like a doily. These are for kind of like parting gifts. So instead of doing party favors and sending someone home with a gift that they really probably are going to throw out, so many party favors I think are just not the best. I decided that I'm just going to allow my guests to, like at the end of the night, take whatever they want from the candy bar and just take that home with them. And then if they didn't eat their cupcake or there's extra, then they can take the cupcakes home in that plastic tin. Then I'm doing a mimosa bar. So that's going to be right by where the candy is located. And for that, I am working on these cute Carafes. So it's just like a light pink ribbon with a little sign and the type of juice that's in it. and then these lids come off, so those will not be on there that day. But what's nice is it doesn't like come off. It moves a little, but it doesn't actually slide off completely. And I'll have 4 different types of juice, as you can see there. Really just puts a little fancy touch. I've also made a custom sign for the bar cart that it's going to be on. And I've got, you know, the ice bucket and some floral and all that good stuff. So you can kind of see it sort of goes with that like fancy ornate gold in this. Sorry again for my house. I'm actually going to be using this bar cart that I've got, and this is the bucket that all of the champagne and some of the sparkling grape and sparkling rosé is going to be in. Obviously the other decor is not going to be on it. And then this top is going to be cleared off, and it's just going to have the sign and the juices and some of the garnish fruit and things like that. So that is the plan for that. And I think that just about does it. So let me flip the camera around. What did I tell you guys? So busy. I'm not even close to being done, and I feel like the day of is going to be so crazy. I feel like unloading the car and then just the cleanup and like breaking everything down is going to take such a long time. It'll all be worth it. I'm really excited to see some of my close friends and family that I haven't really seen that much in the last 2 years. And I'm really excited to celebrate this new life and this new chapter. I am so grateful that I can throw this kind of party and that I am in a position to do that, and to have the support of my friends Nikki and Mimi and my Aunt Jackie in helping me get things set up. And Nikki, you'll see her probably in the reveal video, but she has offered graciously to do all of the food and get all of that organized so that I don't have to worry about that. I'm just doing the dessert bar and the mimosa bar, and she's literally handling all the appetizers. My party is going to be during dinner time, so we are serving a full meal, and she is just taking it on, and I don't even have to think about it, and it's just been a godsend. I will have a virtual option for people to attend, and Mimi is going to be doing all of my like virtual Zoom stuff and making sure that everybody has their invitations and they have the link to join and the instructions, and that they still feel engaged in the party even though they're not present. My Aunt Jackie has just been over here constantly helping me with everything that I ask her to do, which is sort of like mishmash of everything. So I'm very blessed to have the friends and family that I have helping, and I don't think I could do this without them. I know that I couldn't, especially the setup and tear down. I'm getting bigger, and there's just no way. I know that I couldn't do it. So if you guys are watching, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. But thank you to all of you for kind of watching. And I know that this isn't necessarily like the best video, but I wanted to share kind of what I've been doing. And I wanted you to get like a little sneak peek behind the curtains, so to speak, because it's really awesome to see what a party turns out looking like at the end. But a lot of people don't realize like what actually goes into it, and how like if you don't actually have like a huge home where you have like a whole separate like spare bedroom, like this is consuming my life, you know? And so this is what it looks like, you know, to be pregnant in a 1-bedroom apartment, and you know, to be doing all of the shower prep and having all of this kind of going simultaneously in my life. It's the reality, you know. It's messy. I'm going to go from having like a party store for a house to what's gonna look like a daycare pretty soon. You know, I'm gonna have all these baby toys, so I'm just gonna have to embrace the mess, get used to it. It's not something that I am comfortable with at all. I'm super tidy and everything has a place, and right now I just feel like monkeys are like climbing on the chandeliers or something. Not that I have chandeliers, but you get the point. I feel like things are just really, really bonkers right now. They are, but I'm embracing it. I'm so excited. I cannot wait to reveal this video and show you what the shower looks like and how things turn out and how everything looks. I'll let you guys kind of get back to your day. Thanks again for watching. Don't quit your daydream, and until next time.